I have a kanji writing test tomorrow, and I'm so nervous. Do you have any tips on remembering kanji? I suck at writing kanji too. But a lot of times I know kanji based on context clues, so that's what it is for me. If you want to memorize kanji, a lot of kanji is just made out of like other kanji parts. So if you remember the parts, it would be easier to memorize kanji for sure. So let's say you wanted to memorize the kanji Yamino-shu. Wait, is this correct? No shu. Right? So when I write yami, I think of yami as a... First of all, there's this. This is the... This is a very common shape. I think it's called the mongamae. That's what it says on Google. This is usually used for like a lot of things. And then to that, there's the kanji of this. This is the kanji for stand. And there's the then there's a kanji for day. So when you think of the kanji yami, I think, okay, first draw the mongamae. And then I write tatsu, and then I write hi. And then boom, yami. Right? So to make kanji easier to digest, I usually separate it into parts. If I have to. Like, obviously there's like the simplest kanji, like ichi. The ichi, I know ichi has this part, and then this part, and then this part. Like I don't do that, obviously. If you have kanji that's more complicated, and usually a kanji is formed from other kanji parts. It's called bushu in Japanese. If you know the bushu, you know like half the answer, right? And if you get better at it, like you recognize this as the kanji for oto, right? There's just the mongama and oto. So then it's just, and then you'll even lessen the parts. That's just what it is. And then it just gets easier from there and there. Right? Yeah. I mean, obviously I don't know what level of kanji you're learning right now, but that's like the basic what I do when I try to memorize kanji. Because if you just memorize the kanji by like its strokes, like the yami kanji has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 strokes. Comparing learning 17 strokes or like 3 parts. I think it's the same thing as, what do you call it? So let's say you were spelling something in English. Let's say, what's an English word that has a bunch of like Latin roots? Let's do something like predetermined. When you say predetermined, you usually already know that pre is spelled like this. And then if you memorize how determined is spelled, and then you know it's the past tense, you add the D, right? Same thing. I saw one person say photosynthesis. When I do it, I think of, well, first you think of photo. That means light, and then syntha is to combine, I think. And then synthesis. I forgot what assist means. Bibliography. Biblio means book, right? I think that's the root for biblio. Bibliography. Biblio means book. And then that, right? So you do the same thing, except it's kanji. And the stroke order is just the spell order. If you think about it, writing photosynthesis is like a lot more strokes, I think, than the kanji equivalent. I forgot actually, but you know what I mean. Or this is just a good tip in general. If you want to memorize things in parts. Just memorize stuff in parts, and then it'll be easier to memorize, right? Tilk? Yeah, tea and milk. Yeah. Do you think stroke order is that important? For kanji? I think it's easier to balance your letters if you follow the stroke order. It would look more under control. Like, I think the stroke order, it doesn't matter if you could write well, but I think the stroke order helps in keeping your letters looking balanced, personally. But one mistake or two mistakes, it's not that big of a deal, I don't think. But yeah, hope your kanji test goes well. Thank you.